photography programs of the world, I choose to go to the smallest back in a town I was excited about leaving. Maybe I wanted to come back all along, just to see if Chloe and I are still even friends, but I do wish Chloe could have moved with us to Seattle. That city was made for her. When we would play pirates in our rooms and in the woods, it seemed like Seattle was that fabled faraway island of treasure and adventure that we were always seeking with coffee shops. But Seattle wasn't like a fable, au contraire. Now Blackwell Academy seems more exotic to me than any other place in the world. To study photography under Mark Jefferson, insert hearts and flowers, plus there will be cool, diverse students from everywhere. I won't be like my high school now. I never really found a groove with my classmates. Or boys. I'm lucky I have a couple great friends here, but it's time to ship out. So maybe Arcadia Bay will actually turn out to be the island of treasure and adventure I've been looking for. Oops. What did I do? No.
What if
If anybody else looked at this, what would they think?
August 25th, 2013. Shit. It is crazy here. I didn't realize how much crap I had to pack until I had to pack all my crap. Mom and Dad are getting a little too excited. I'm clearing out my room. Though I caught Mom crying when she was packing my shirts. That made me want to cry like a little girl. I never leave Seattle, so instead of packing, I feel like burning all my clothes, then just raiding a thrift store to build a new Max wardrobe over my junior year. Not that I even have an old Max wardrobe. Nobody will know me except for Chloe, and who knows how different we are now. So I can cut my hair, get a tat, and some piercings, maybe date a cute foreign exchange artist from Paris or Rome. I could do anything unless I get busted. And there will be so many super cool chances for my photography to get exposed. Thinking about that is when I get scared, but excited. And then I don't feel like crying at all. I get tingles down my arms, sensing the universe opening up for me. I can't wait to leave. I just want things to be different at Blackwell. My first entry from new dorm room the night before my first day at Blackwell. Phew, I haven't had any time to write or even take pictures since I got here. My shit is in boxes all over the room, which is small but mine, and I never want to leave. I can't wait to decorate. I planned a whole wall of photos. I did meet some of my dorm mates who I suck at remembering names, so I won't bother right now. But I think I can already see who's going to be cool to me and who's not. It's a bitch trying to get settled into a new school and a social scene after I finally found good friends in Seattle. But I'm here now, and this is the start of a new life. Sweet dreams. September 3rd, 2013. Blackwell sucks ass. I told myself not to whine so soon, but damn. The day started with Christmas morning. I barely had any dreams because I was so pumped to start my first official day of my new life. Like a dork, I couldn't figure out what to wear, so I chose what was on the floor. I am no good with names and faces right now, but I picked up some names like Kate Brooke, Taylor, Alyssa. And how could I forget Victoria Chase, rich, stylish, entitled, and I could feel instant judgment when she looked at my raggedy-ass clothes, as if I'm at Blackwell to strike fashion poses. Maybe I'm being extra crispy sensitive, but I think Victoria wants life here to be like her own reality show. So that wasn't fun. Along with my general social unease, I thought it would be easier being back. Call the waiting ambulance. I don't want this day to end all woes Max. Like, it was incredible to walk across the green campus in the morning mist. I love the stone steps and brick walls of Blackwell. Everything is a picture waiting to be taken. Speaking of at least one great thing that did happen today. Mr. Jefferson's photography class. There's more to tell, but General, forgive me, I'm truly wiped out. September 4th. I have an S-load of homework already, so much bullshit at least give us noobs a day to acclimate. But to prove I'm not a total loser, I made a new friend in my science class. His name is Warren Graham, and he's a serious geek. Plus, he's dark and witty. He comes across as kind of a know-it-all, but it turns out he doesn't kind of know a lot. We talked about photographers, and he actually named a few I'd never heard of. We traded numbers, and he'll be a good study partner. Or a good friend. I'll need at least one based on the click action here. I thought being 18 meant didn't have to deal with this teenage drama anymore. I thought. Oh, you're never too old for drama. At least I get to research famous photographers for some of my homework. Mr. Jefferson assigned us a ton of reading, but this is exactly what I want to study. Jefferson is super cool and super chill. He doesn't try to be too hip, just says what he thinks and expects us to as well. I think he's a genius. Oh my god, I want to marry him. Just joking, this one class is worth all the social dysfunction. September 15th. Homework is kicking my ass. I bet the teachers grade harder just to stop you from feeling special. But Victoria Chase and her snob minions will front like they're honored guests of Blackwell. The bros here aren't that different. Nathan Prescott is Victoria's male clone with way more money and attitude, if that's possible. His family is the oldest in Arcadia Bay, and I heard stories about them when I was a kid. The Prescotts give a shitload of bank to Blackwell, so Nathan acts like he literally owns the school. Yesterday during class, he put his feet on the desk, started texting, and the teacher didn't say jack. I'd get suspended, but him and Victoria are part of this silly elite Vortex Club that puts on popular parties, and so they get their way. It's good to be the king and queen. I don't want to slam everybody. I don't like Kate Marsh. She's down the hall and in one of my classes. She's so pretty and sweet and friendly, it makes her more beautiful than the biatches here like Victoria who think beauty is just your face and outfit. See? I'm already the drama queens. No more. September 23rd. Finally had a chance to take some actual shots around campus today. A perfect blue sky. I always forget how great I feel after I take pictures. When I've been slacking off, speaking of pictures, Mr. Jefferson told us about the National Everyday Heroes photo contest he wants us all to enter. The winner gets a trip to San Francisco and lots of publicity. He wants just one photograph from each student. This is exactly why I wanted to come to Blackwell. And of course, I'm scared shitless to enter. At least I have a couple of weeks before the deadline in October, so I have plenty of time to stress and procrastinate. September 30th. I don't know whether I love it or hate it here. I'm trying to keep up with my science class of all things. Like, I give a shit or even understand it. Good thing I know Warren. Too bad I can't clone him to make my class and take my place in class. Ms. Grant is much cooler than the class. She explains particle physics so even boneheads like me can kind of understand. I love how she relates society to science and vice versa. I can tell she's committed and passionate about life. Unlike some of us in her class, but I'm trying to engage more, even if it means asking actual questions in class instead of hiding in the back. I'm just glad I'm not the only social misfit here. Now, how much homework are you avoiding? October 1st. October, my favorite month, the best weather of the year. I love watching the leaves change color, turning into tiny flames, but it's still too damn hot. Thanks, global warming. And I can't bust out the big coats and sweater or scary movies yet. Soon Kate let me borrow The October Country by Ray Bradbury. I haven't read much by him, which caused Warren to almost revoke my geek cred before I held up my copy of Battle Royale, but he nails the autumn atmosphere of small towns. The last time I wore a Halloween costume was with Chloe. I have pictures in one of my old albums. I should find a real Halloween party to crash so I can experience social mingling. Is that or Vortex Club, Surfest, swimming party, or is that Backstuck Fest? Use a punny max. At least I'm trying to climb out of my cocoon. I shouldn't expect my life to completely change after a few weeks of Blackwell Academy, as my parents love telling me on a loop. You have all the time in the world. Max. My name is Max Caulfield, and ever since I was a little kid, I knew I wanted to be a photographer. I've always seen the world through my own lens finder. Maybe it's a way for me to be part of the world, but at a safe distance. For some reason, I was always drawn to old analog camera gear rather than digital tech. I love all kinds of styles and techniques, but for me, the instant camera selfie is the one I love most. I don't care if people make fun of me or not. I'm in great company, right? And now come all the way back to my childhood home to study photography at Blackwell Academy, a private school for 12th grade seniors, on a scholarship even. I originally left behind Chloe, my best friend forever, at least until I left without talking to her. Once in 5 years, and it feels so weird to be back here without seeing her yet. I'm 18 now, an official adult, even though I don't always feel so wise or mature, and I'm ready to begin the whole new life here with retro camera at my side. Say cheese! Not only is Mark Jefferson one of the best photographers in the world, he's also my teacher, and one of the reasons I wanted to come to Blackwell. Often do you get to be mentored by one of your inspirations? I've always loved his deco and goth style, and he's so versatile with all the incredible print and advertising work. Still, Jefferson can be a bit condescending. He's pretty hip for his age, but kind of aloof and sometimes pretentious. He has this smug smile when he thinks he's right. But I do think he's preparing us for how tough is it to be a full-time artist. He acts like he understands my own work and obsession with analog images. He really wants me to enter a photo into the Everyday Heroes contest, but I've done a good job of avoiding that. The winner gets to fly to San Francisco to represent Blackwell Academy and get national exposure. I'd like to think my work could be good enough to win, and I'm honored Jefferson even bugs me about the contest. I've forgotten if I've ever seen Kate Marsh smile or laugh in the past month. She's really sweet and nice, even though the other students make fun of her abstinence campaign. Even if they act immature, everybody in Blackwell are seniors, not high school freshmen. She gets a lot of shit, in fact. I know she's involved in a lot of religious groups, but she doesn't preach to me, so I don't care. But she's been extra quiet and introverted the past couple weeks. She looks like she's in a zombie mode. I wish I could help her, but I could barely help myself. I wonder if all the bullying has worn her down. I can see how it would. I have to make an effort to talk to her more often, maybe invite her to tea or a movie. Although she's an adult, I bet she's allowed to watch R-rated movies. Oh. Then there's Victoria Chase. Then there's Victoria Chase, the elite of Blackwell Academy, and a total bitch. And I hate saying that, I just don't know why somebody who's so rich and beautiful needs to be so fucking mean. 18 years old, and a prestigious academy should be evolving into artists and scholars. Not reality show contestants. Victoria does everything for maximum drama. She actually wastes her time calling me out in class and taunting Kate Marsh. For reals, I wish her parents could see her in action. They'd cut off that trust fund fast. Then again, she's in the Vortex Club, and they seem to own the school, so maybe that's why she doesn't give a shit. The other thing is that she does know art and photography. She can even say all those French names that break my tongue. Her work is a little cold, but she has a good eye. She also has an eye for Mr. Jefferson, which is so obvious that I'm embarrassed for her. She does everything but sit in her lap. She keeps his distance, though we can all tell she's trying to win the Everyday Heroes contest. I'm sure it drives her crazy when there's somebody she can't buy or seduce.
If Arbus chose to capture people...
If anybody else looked at this, what would they think?
Oh, okay. Have a special 18th birthday. You're an adult now. You're still our little girl. Check your account. Don't blow it all at once. Always. You okay? Did you want to get tea later today? Absolutely. I'll be free after 4. Talk to you later. Oh. Is there more? Oh, there is more. Hey, Max, you're around. Alright. Happy birthday, Maxine. We can't believe it's been 18 whole years since you were brought to us. Make sure you check out Necromantic on my flash drive. Wahaha. Hey, Mad Max, let's bust shit up. Wait, I have to study for physics tests, so if we bust anything, we also have to measure its velocity. Don't ignore this message. I missed. Okay, there it is. Please. Do you want to meet for coffee after school? I need to excuse now study. And apparently Max has never responded. What's wrong with you, Max?
Of their beauty or innocence. She had a brilliant
Come
eye.
on now. Okay.
So
My little camera bag is battered, but still kicking.
I have to admit, I'm not a big fan
I
of
should
her
take a
work.
picture to prove I'm still
I
here.
prefer Robert Frank.
me too, Victoria. He captured the essence of post-war beat. Shh. I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And Max has a gift. Of course, as you all know, the photo portrait has been popular since the early 1800s. Your generation was not the first to use images for selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The point remains that the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for as long as it's been around. Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
I did know, but I kind of forgot.
You either know this or not, Max. Is there anybody here who knows their stuff?
Louis Daguerre was a French painter who created daguerreotypes, a process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Very good, Victoria.
You suck.
The Daguerrean process brought out fine detail in people's faces, making them extremely popular from the 1800s onward. The first American daguerreotype self-portrait was done by Robert Cornelius. You can find out all about him in your textbook, or even online. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So Stella,
I'm not going to rewind
listen,
that because I just wanted to be honest.
Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Or do I have to? I don't know.
Victoria doesn't waste a second kissing ass. Obviously, Blackwell spent bank on the computers here. Looks like somebody was already working on this. Cool.
Nice.
I know, Mr. Jefferson. I just worked so hard on the shop.
What's this?
I love seeing Mr. Jefferson's awesome photos on these magazine covers.
That's a photo? Looks like somebody played with the markers.
That printer is amazing. I'd love to see how it reproduces my pictures. I could pump out a whole gallery show with that thing. When I don't suck. That was amazing when Mr. Jefferson took a class picture the first week. Even though I didn't want to be in the picture at all, it was fairly fucking cool to watch him at work framing us. Damn, they have carbon fiber tripods here. The ball head even has a pan lock. God, I'm such a photo nerd.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Maxine.
Even her school books are gift wrapped. I can't believe she made fun of me in class. What is she, 15 years old? And people laughed.
2.
Of course, Victoria has to have the bestest, newest, most expensive everything.
Epic beard dude?
I should have known. She'll have better equipment than Blackwell.
Product. GRLT 64s. Or 64S. I don't know. The speed and power expected from a new greenlit, the GRLT 64s is packed with expanded features and manageability. It shoots what you want, where you want, straight out of the camera. JPEG images already have superb quality, including a new level of depth, sharpness, and malleability. Phew, that's an expensive camera.
This is definitely where cameras go to heaven. Oh man, they have those sweet ultrasonic lenses. So cool to see Mr. Jefferson's actual published pictures. Gives me hope.
Sure.
Kate looks so sad and quiet today.
Hi, Kate. Oh, hi, Max.
You seem quiet today.
Just thinking too much.
I hear that. Wanna go grab a cup of tea and bitch about life?
Thanks, but not today. I have to go over homework.
No worries. Let's hang later.
Sure.
I'm so glad to finally have some actual money to play games. I mean, like, just to freely I shouldn't say throw away $5, but
now I wish I
actually be able to use it.
This purge.
Porn video? Oh my. She looks too sad and porn? Oh my god. That's just really sad.
This might make a cool shot.
It's probably only gonna get sadder. I just done a little. Okay, books.
So cool that we can check these out anytime. The Decisive Moment by Henry Cartier-Bresson. That's rare. Annie Leibovitz, mad respect. The Amazing Eugene Smith. Good to see Abaddon among the masters. Golly, of course. Lots of people I haven't heard of yet. I guess that's why I'm here. Here's the poster for the contest. Mr. Jefferson really expects me to enter. Why? I don't know if I'm ready for my 15 minutes of infamy.
Everyday hero? It shouldn't be too hard as long as you put a decent image, or give him a decent image. I mean, everybody's a hero in some way.
The forest around here always looks mysterious. You can never escape the lighthouse here. Whoa, Mr. Jefferson is not messing around with that monster. He probably paid 20 grand for that camera. I bet he gets pristine digital images. But I still dig my little instant camera. Every time I look at Victoria, I feel like she's talking smack about me.
I hear you.
Excuse me, Mr. Jefferson, can I talk to you for a moment?
Yes. Excuse you.
No,
PlayStation Store.
Excuse us.
Been
I'd never
around
let
for
one of
at least a few
future
months.
stars avoid handing in her picture.
I've seen a few streams of it, and I kind of wish I hadn't, because I've watched specific people and they've played it, and I couldn't turn away once I started watching it. Do I have to, or didn't I have any time? I didn't have any time. I'll just say, do I have to?
Do I have to? I just don't think it's that big a deal.
Max, you're a better photographer